So we're back with another GT63 episode. These turbo manifolds, they've been off the engine since before the new year. Hopefully, you know, the word I'm getting is they're supposed to be finished by the end of this month. We want to make the power that we promised, and we need those manifolds for our full frame turbos. Let's hope that parts come in, we can continue and give you guys some updates. As you can see, we finally got the intake manifolds from Model Works, the ones that will fit with the port injection rails. We've installed the injectors, Dima wired it all up, ran an external connector right here for the Haltech. We have the 4-bar map sensors installed on the manifold side. We're going to install them on the intercooler as well. So for now, what we want to do is we just want to take the engine, put it on the subframe, then we'll mount the transmission to it. We're gonna put the intercooler on, and then we'll see if we can fit it all into the car, or if we're gonna need to modify any of the front rebar and the rod or anything else, if we're gonna need to push it forward. So that's what we're trying to do right now. And Arnold at PAG is just finishing up our exhaust manifolds. They should hopefully be shipped at some point this week. Once we get them, we're gonna hopefully have the engine in the car already, and we'll install it in the car. We'll need to fab a little bit for the downpipe side, make sure that everything fits, and then hopefully start it up. So stay tuned. Mine is in. Yeah. Yours.
This ladder is going to save our lives. Well, save us $460 plus tax, hopefully, and another 2 weeks of delays for this car. So you guys are probably wondering what we're doing. This is what happens when you let projects sit for a very long time. So we're going to look for some parts. Hopefully they're in the car, and if we can find them, that'll be really good. It smells like slob in here.
Maybe playing Where's Waldo with parts?
Pretty much. Okay, so it's not on this side, so let me go look in the other side.
I know someone who has it in stock. It's in Richmond Hill. That's where I live, yeah. Stay in there for a second because this bitch is looking at us. Just stand up so it makes it look like we're like breaking the box.
Oh. Installing this one from a Golf. So welcome to the GT63 motor. This is Dima's second wife. He's been married to her for
a while.
7 months now.
She fucks me. More.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we've got the motor in the car. We made it fit, the rails fit, the new manifolds fit, everything worked out great. We're supposed to get our turbo manifolds back from Arnold today, and then Daryl's gonna get on that. We still need to do some fab work, make sure that the wastegates line up with the downpipes, and you know, make sure everything else fits. So let's get that done, and we'll pick it up from there. Guys, you know how long we waited for this? This has been off the car, well, not these specific ones, but the other ones we removed They've been off the car since December. We're in end of August now. That's how long this took.
That's it. Yeah.
I think the flanges are gonna have to be redone too, right?
Maybe. Okay.
Much more better. So we went with a 3D printed design, as you can see, right? The only thing that's welded is the turbine flange and the flange that bolts up to the head. So Arnold had to machine new flanges, weld them, and these, he basically designed it on the computer from scratch, using a flow model, whatever he was doing. And you can kind of see, look inside. You can see how smooth the transitions are inside, which will have nice proper flow from the head all the way to the turbo and to the out to the wastegate. And we are going with a smaller wastegate setup as well. We're gonna go with a 40 mil instead of the 50. The 50, like the slightest opening, which dump boost right away, it was hard to control. So I think it'll be more stable with the 40. So Daryl finished welding all the parts, everything lines up, worked out pretty good. We've removed the parts now, sent them out to get ceramic coated. Really excited to get those back. They're supposed to be here within the next hour, and we'll continue with assembly and hopefully get the car fired up by the end of the week. So let's see if we can do it.
I watched the first episode of the GT63 series when I was away on vacation. We're almost, what, 11 months, 10 months in? Gotta be patient. 1500 horsepower needs patience. Ooh, turbo housings, but first. Stop, the banana loaf is good. Take a break.
So as we expected, the rod doesn't quite fit with the bigger, thicker intercooler. So we're just doing some trimming, and with a little bit of elbow grease, hopefully Dima's gonna be able to jam it in there. This intercooler, it was designed and developed on an E-Class. Actually, no. G-Wagon, yes. Yeah. This is off a G-Wagon, right? They don't make one specific for a GT or an E-Class. But our Texas shop has, by the way, if you guys aren't aware, we have a ECC shop in Austin, Texas. So they've been able to install one of these into an S63 coupe. Obviously, it has a slightly longer front end, and you know there's more clearance. The GT is pretty tight, but we do know that this has been installed in an E-Class. Not here, somewhere in Europe. Some guys did the same intercooler in an E-Class, so I know it's possible, but yeah, we gotta do some trimming and make sure that you know it's gonna work. Saving weight, you see? See all this weight saving? That's what, 1 gram or less?
I got it in, it's just on an angle, like a big angle.
Okay.
If you look from the bottom, because you
Oh,
can't move it. You can't move it back.
Okay.
That's one thing. That's gonna be a new brackets to make.
Yeah.
And so this right here, I cut
But
it
this all
already.
sits like all the rebar, everything sits.
This
properly.
side, yes. This side, yes. It's still unbolted. I have
Okay.
the back end. The old rad is on the angle.
Yeah.
That one points down
Yeah,
by
instead
another
of-
inch, yes. But if you remove this plastic piece, the bumper, I think, should be clear. Maybe
Okay.
it will just.
No, we'll have to try and
go
see.
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dima wants to make heat shields now around the manifolds to kind of, I mean, it's a good idea just to deflect the heat, stop it from rising up into the engine bay. Yeah, that's some ghetto ass shit.
I agree.
Now we're just putting the oil drain lines on the turbos. The manifolds are already bolted up, and we are continuing with assembly. We've definitely gotten closer to starting it. You know, there's still some stuff left to do. Actually, quite a lot of stuff. The lines, we need to refabricate them, so the feed and return lines for oil and coolant. The oil lines, the return lines actually worked out okay, so we're not gonna touch those, but the feed lines we're gonna change, and all the coolant lines we're gonna change. The rad bracket we still need to finish. We need to fill everything with coolant, fill the engine with oil, fill the transmission, connect everything, all the connectors, still finish the wiring for the port injection. So there's still quite a bit of stuff to do. I think we're going to try to fill up the fluids, and you know, after we finalize the lines, fill it up and start it, make sure that the engine runs before we continue further into other stuff. So stay tuned, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.